you talking about? You're in the way. I can't look at this. Do you see that? Yes. You gotta move out of my way. You're in my way. Now I can drive.
Where are you going?
Straight. Now I can drive. You were in my way.
You had room to go around.
No, there's a car coming that was blocking my way.
Go. You're blocking the traffic.
I have a dash cam. I'm gonna post you.
That's
You're
fine.
worthless.
Go.
You're worthless.
Go.
Piece of shit. Gay ass cop.
Right way.
So you guys clearly saw that there was a limitation. There was no room. The bitch was in my way, and she's pretending like I wouldn't naturally drive a little bit around her. And then there's traffic coming this way. So the woman has no clue my point of view. She was clearly, and I can see just fine looking forward. There is clearly a natural indication that I would drive a little bit like this to move around her. And with another car coming, it's like, why stand right here in the middle of the road in the line, right? Right on the line where they separate this traffic. So she's standing between that car and me. Why the hell would I drive towards her? She would have to be in that lane and completely in the next lane and tell me to move forward so I feel comfortable driving forward. So why the hell would the woman think it's okay to stand on the line between two lanes of traffic? Go fuck yourself. You weren't supposed to be there! You're trying to cause an accident by encouraging a person to drive in a place where he had very little room to drive. No, I'm not risking hitting you or driving into a person in the next lane. Oh, fuck yourself. Gay cop. This is the gay community. They want you to try to have an accident, like cause an accident. Absolutely. You cannot stand on that fucking dotted line and expect somebody to feel comfortable driving around you. You have to move over so they can drive past you. She knew that. She wanted me to attempt to drive around her or very close to her so that the possibility of an accident could be go through my mind. Instead of giving me clear room to drive past her. He drives for a living. No, he had more room, or he went a different direction. I think he turned right? The cop turned right. I have to go straight. And since I wasn't right, go fuck yourself. I didn't drive right next to him. I doubt the police officer. So I just turned my turn signal on, and this cop just seen me do that and chose not to, go fuck yourself! Chose not to, give me room to switch lanes. And now this cockroach is gonna try to turn left? Look at this fucking retard. He's gonna try to turn left? This is a lane to go straight, you... Oh no, you can go both ways. So it's because accident. So if there's a potential for an accident, if he gets too close to a person, there's a potential for an accident. You can cause an accident if you get too close to somebody walking down the street. This is how people create accidents. Anything can happen. Go fuck yourself. Anything can happen. So you attempt to cause an accident by putting someone very close to a moving vehicle. Very, very close to a moving vehicle. Go fuck yourself. What's this problem? What's the smart black guy's problem? He shouldn't have a problem. Why isn't there a woman who wants to have sex with this smart black dude? He doesn't want to have sex with gay people. That woman was gay. You're acting this way because you don't want anyone to know about the technology you put in people's bodies. And you'd rather have him in jail than out in the streets telling people about the technology that's in his body. But like I was saying, so the person just told me I'll never have sex with gay people. They're arguing with me that I was wrong for asking the police officer to move over, please. Well, I don't feel comfortable driving around you. Could you move over, please? I don't like the Badgers. They win every game. They don't struggle to win a football game. Have you seen the Badgers play? No, you're just out here doing your job. They don't struggle to win. They win every game. So I don't watch the Badgers. Have you seen them play? What's the point? This isn't a football game. This is one-sided. They win every time. So no, I don't go to a Badgers football game and watch them play because they win every fucking game. Have you seen them? Have you watched the Badgers? They don't compete. There's no one to compete against. So I do not watch the Badgers. No, I don't like gay people who try to do things they're not supposed to do. Like you. I'm not driving around you. Well, I have to drive around you. I'm not driving close to you. I'm not. Absolutely not. I'm not. No. No, dude, you stay on the sidewalk. You see a car coming, you get back on the sidewalk. Who wouldn't do that? If I seen someone driving a car towards me while I was walking on the streets, I would know to get back on the sidewalk. Unless I wanted an accident or to stop the car from moving forward. So you get back on the sidewalk. Bitch, I don't want to have sex with you because you're gay. Oh. Oh, fuck yourself! Nasty ass bitch. I see her nasty ass drawers. Alright, so check this out. You could probably see that, right? Now he's not looking. 2 seconds ago, he was staring into the cab of my car and looking right at me. He was driving really closely. The dude right behind me, the old man, was driving incredibly close to the back of my car for the last block. I think for the last block. I noticed, and then he was staring into the driver's seat of the car, and he's playing innocent now. But before, 2 seconds ago, he was very, very he had the opposite demeanor. He's doing it right now. He's driving really close to the back of the car. I think so. I'm going 10 miles per hour right now. About 10. This is not a two-lane. This is not 2 lanes. This is 1 lane. And now he's acting stupid. He's acting incredibly stupid. I drive the speed limit, and the dude was mad that I was choosing to drive the speed limit. So he acts stupid. This is a 2-lane road. You see? There's 2 lanes. All right, let me put this back. Somebody's telling me in my tube. That's what they just said. We've been trying to get you to pull that dash cam out this whole time. And I guess that guy, when I looked at him, he just shrugged his shoulders to get away, like really quickly shrugged his shoulders because I think there's technology in several different people across the country. And if you know where someone's going, you can place that person in view of them. So I'm going home, and if this is the only way to go, Madison, you don't have too many options to travel anywhere. You have to go on certain roads to get home from any other location. So the dude shrugged his shoulders so that I would feel like, because I looked at him, and I think someone believes that when you look at somebody else, you're trying to get their opinion, like their thoughts. And he shrugged his shoulder and moved away from me as if I have nothing to do with you, and I'm not with you, your opinion, your thoughts whatsoever. I disagree with you entirely. And someone told me that really quick, like a fast thought went through my mind that wasn't mine. Somebody gave it to me with words. They use words. They speak very fast words. And he was like, he said, we have the ultimate power. So at the end of the day, no matter what you do, we will turn it against you. We will hurt you in whichever way possible to get what we want from you, or to win. You will not be successful in telling on other people. We will turn whatever you do against you. We will turn whatever you do against you. So I have to take 3 hours of my life to post a YouTube video about what poor decision an officer just chose to make. This one, and my thoughts on social behavior. So what's acceptable? What's acceptable is when you see a car driving towards you, you get on the sidewalk. That's what I would do. If I saw a car coming, I would stand on the sidewalk. But there are people who wish for accidents to occur just so that the person who is driving goes to jail because they did something they weren't supposed to do. There's an Audi passing me. So 2 cars chose to pass before they let me turn lanes. That's acceptable. I don't know. I don't think so. I would hold up and let I would hold up. We're going slow enough to hold up and let somebody pass you. But normally when you're about to when you see a car coming, you get off the road and you get onto the sidewalk. It doesn't matter if you're at a parade, if it's after the football game, you would jump back onto the sidewalk. But someone just said in my ears before I could get to it that these people are trying to cause an accident with you, or with you because they know they have a right. Well, you can't strike them with your car. So even though you have the right of way because you're on the road, and normally at all times, doesn't just football game doesn't change that at all times. They're and what's normal is that they jump back onto the road. They're trying to cause an accident with you because and you will be blamed for it. So if you continue to drive and you strike this person because you have the right of way, you will be in trouble for striking a pedestrian. And that's what they were hoping, that you would feel like you have a right to drive on the road, which you do, and you would strike a pedestrian. That's what those two dudes on the side of the road were trying to do. Get me to think I had a right of way, but I don't. Well, you do, but you still, the other law is you cannot cause an accident, no matter what. So if someone's standing in the road and you have the right of way, you still cannot cause an accident. I know that law as well. So it will be your fault because you can't cause an accident. Even though someone is doing something they're not supposed to do, you cannot cause an accident. But someone challenged me. Someone tried to challenge my logic and my patience and my I don't know what you want to call it, but these people are challenging you're challenging you to do something you feel you have a right to do, and not know that there is another law that says you cannot do this purposefully. And trusting that, I trust that the normal behavior is if I see a car coming, you have to get back on the sidewalk, no matter what. And when the car leaves, you can go back on the road and keep walking. But people like to take chances that I will do something I'm not supposed to do. So they present the chance for me to do that as often as they can. But I continue to tell. I choose to tell or what? I choose to tell. I know it would be appropriate. Someone is telling me they're mad that you called that officer a gay police officer. But a normal police officer would not make a driver drive any closer to them than they felt comfortable. Why didn't she take a step to the right? I asked her to. I asked her politely, can you please move over so I can drive past you? Why would she refuse or force me to drive so close to her? She could have stepped forward and allowed me to drive past her. She is very smart. They're telling me the officer was frustrated. She was thoughtless. She couldn't concentrate. So she couldn't think to move forward. But that's not true. This is a competent woman. She's fully grown. She looks well fed, very professional. She knew she could step forward and give me more space to drive past her. She knew that. She chose not to. She purposefully chose not to do that. And even after I asked. So she made a purposeful decision to stand where she was and force the driver to drive past her in a very tight space. I don't feel comfortable driving that close to anybody in the middle of the road. I would ask them to move to the side, please. It was very, very, very reasonable. A reasonable request. And there was plenty of space for her to move to the side. Oh, and I knew that the traffic from this side, there's no lines in the middle of the road. So this retard over here who knows who I am, I drive everywhere with these, is probably going to, as I move this way around the officer, because I can't tell the distance. I sincerely can't tell the distance. And I don't want to drive that close to her. As I moved right, he would have come this way and moved very close to my car, which he might not have hit me, but nevertheless, I don't want to be in that situation. So I asked the officers to please move right so I don't have to move over. even a little bit, even 2 inches or 3 inches. I didn't want to do that. So I asked her to move over. She refused. She told me I had plenty of room, but I can't tell. You're outside the vehicle. I'm inside the vehicle. I can't see the distance as well as you can. So I don't want to drive next to you. Why don't you know that? So I now I got to pull this dash cam out and tell on these police, well, just